What's in the box? What's in the box and who's the box from? If I have this camera up correctly. I think I do. Yes. It's Mike Messier. I'm currently going to open the box as I discuss what's in the box. What am I expecting? I ordered this box basically as a birthday present to myself on Cyber Monday, which was Monday, and the company that sent it to me, I paid for only the $20 ground shipping. I think it estimated, they gave themselves a week or two to get it here. It got here in 2 days. So there was an option for $80 in shipping and handling, which I did not take. But maybe because I'm close to where it came from, Charlotte, North Carolina. I used to live in North Carolina, but this only took 2 days. I'm going to watch the excitement as I cut open the box. I know that this is a lot of fun. Now, you might be wondering, what is in the box, Mike? Well, I'll give you a hint that this box is from High Spots. High Spots is a pro wrestling company, and on Cyber Monday, I ordered this big box of fun. And I think we'll look inside the box, see what I got, a lot of those package deals, and then, just for the hell of it, I'll tell you how much I paid for everything at the end of the clip. So this was a Cyber Monday deal. I got this on Wednesday. Today's December 1st. People used to tell me, a girl in high school told me that if you said rabbits, the first word you say the first day of every month should be rabbits for good luck. So I said rabbits this morning. Now we're going to see what's in the box. What did Mike Messier get himself for his birthday? As we enter our 30s, we have to remember to take care of ourselves. Wow, this is going to be a lot of fun. And I called it, okay, because I used to have this book. And this book was a part of my life. And then I lost it, and now I've got it back. And it's a good way to start things off, folks. Okay, can you see that? Forever, the Arn Anderson book. Now, back in the day, I actually had an autographed copy. I don't know if this is going to be autographed, and it does not look to be autographed. But that's okay, because it looks like it's a second edition. But this is Arn Anderson, a great professional wrestler. And it's not autographed, but Arn's still with us. And maybe if I'm able to find Arn in my travels, with a foreword by Ric Flair. Okay? So that's the first thing that's in the box. And this was part of a book deal. I want to skip ahead a little bit. Well, no, I'm not. I want to keep going. This looks very interesting. Mysteries of Wrestling. I wish I had a third arm in this situation. Mysteries of Wrestling Solved. Yes, here's my buddy Ox Baker, who's a friend of mine. And that's a Civil War chess set. Mysteries of Wrestling Solved. Why does Steve Austin hate Jeff Jarrett? Were there really cannibals in wrestling? I'd like to think not. This looks like it looks like a good book to read when you have, like on an airplane, when you don't really need to concentrate too much. But it's good to see the franchise. Shane Douglas, although his eyes are cut off. That's Shane Douglas, Twitter friend of mine. Eric Bischoff, I've never owned this book. It looks like, I'll be honest with you, High Spots, it looks like you sent me a used book, or a book that was in a fire or something, but it's okay, I mean, for what I paid, but that book, that book, it looks a little banged up, folks. It's got some coffee spills, or maybe that was like a spilled coffee, from the time that Dave Meltzer worked in WWE, like his coffee that he spilled, but I'm not sure. I wasn't expecting, even with the bargain price I paid, for any of these books to have stains on them. They were used books, though. They weren't used books. I guess they are, but I wasn't signed on for that. The Ultimate Warrior comic came in a little bent. Wasn't expecting that. That's number 2. I wasn't hoping. I mean, I don't know if that just was in transit. A little disappointing, folks. So you can see the ebbs and flows of this. I mean, the comic looks to be in readable shape, but I'll give you a little heads up. I think I paid $7.50 for that, and that's a little bent. So maybe next time, I don't know. Maybe it's a little disappointing, to be honest with you, that it came in like that. Maybe next time High Spot's a little bit better with the packaging. I mean, that's borderline unacceptable right there. I mean, you can see all the fine. I mean, this is a wrestling aficionado you're dealing with, and that's a guy, me, who actually spent time with the Ultimate Warrior. I know not everyone likes him, obviously, but it's a little disappointing that you get the comic and it's kind of bent like that. So I don't want to disparage the company, but come on, folks. Now this is an accoutrement. It's the Beautiful People, which I guess I could open it, but I'm not. It's really hard because this is nicely flat and everything. That's Velvet Sky and Angelina Love, who were kind of big time wrestling women. We're going to go through the books and then we'll get to the shirts. So right now we're kind of at the downside of the roller coaster a little bit, to be honest with you. Wrestle Radio USA, Grapplers Speak. It's probably just basically a collection of radio interviews with wrestlers. There's an interview with Luthez. We'll show the book, not just me looking at the book. Nice photograph of Disco, and I think that's Booker T. That's Booker T. A lot of interviews. It's kind of like, it's a book. Missy Hyatt. Triple H, I was a fan. Basically, it looks to be a book of interviews from the radio. Hopefully it doesn't have coffee stains on it. Now we move forward. Good, another bent cover. Come on, guys. Whoever packaged this was not the best. Oh boy, everyone's favorite. JBL. The bully of professional wrestling, the bully pulpit, the man who picks on ring announcers, half his size. So that might be a doorstop. I've actually flipped through this book before. I remember this book. And, it's one of those deals where I'm not really a fan of JBL. I mean, I just, he was a good wrestler, but the whole, and I'm not a fucking snowflake JBL either. Not that he would watch this or give a fuck. But he was recently, a couple of these books I already have, to be honest with you. And I think this is everybody's favorite. Dave Meltzer, Tributes 2. This is what you call a great book. Yeah, the book thing is not working for me, folks. I'll be honest with you. The coffee stains on Bischoff kind of pissed me off, to be honest with you. Tributes 2. This is a great book. I do have a copy of this already. I don't know. You got Johnny Valentine to start things off with the random page open. It's a great book. I think Meltzer wrote this about wrestlers that are deceased. Of course, as I flip open the pages, I'm not flipping any photograph. Here's Freddie Blassie. This is definitely a regifter. Well, wait a minute. Exclusive interview with Dave Meltzer. Uncle Dave. If you're a wrestling fan, you know all about Meltzer. If you're not, you're not. But anyway, there's the book. Should be a little... I guess I'm a little discouraged with these books. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Not even this book. This book is a definite gifter because I have a copy of this book, but maybe I'll hold on to it for myself. This is a great book. This is a book that if you read one great wrestler a day, every day, you'd be okay. So this is a nice book. I'm not complaining. Number 2 is Fujinami, Famous Holds and Finisher. This is a great book. So I have a copy of this book, and I think I bought it on sale at one point, but not in this big bargain sale. I'll give you a heads up, folks. The individual cost, not the Warrior comic book, which was $7.50 on its own for a bent Warrior comic book, but for all this other stuff for these books, it was $20 or $10. Okay, so now hopefully it isn't okay. Just to say, I have this book again, but you can't really tell them that you don't want certain books because what the hell, it's a random book thing. I already had this book as well, the other Tributes book, so someone's probably getting that for Christmas. And that's a great book, but here's a book that's worth the $20 for all 10 books. The coffee stains on the Bischoff book notwithstanding, hopefully this one doesn't suffer the same fate. Gordon Soley, Something Left Behind, okay? Now this is worth a goddamn $20, alright? Pardon my French, sorry God, everyone. I'm saying this is worth $20. I haven't even read it yet, and I don't even know if I want to, but if you need to know who Gordon Soley is, I don't know if I can explain it to you in the course of this blog, except he's the greatest wrestling commentator of all time. Yeah, and I'm not even going to mention anybody else. So how about that? So Gordon Soley, it looks like this book was kind of banged up a little bit. I don't see coffee stains on it like the Bischoff book. But I want to take it for what it's worth, and I want to put that book nicely. Look, okay, so for the books that I got, I mean, the Bischoff book is a little insulting, to be honest with you, to pay money and get something with coffee stains on it. But beyond that, the book deal was good. So now, oh, there's a few more books. Oh, my friend called it. Tommy DiNucci called it. Friend filmmaker, Woodhaven Media, DiNucci and Associates, Sam Eilertson, and especially credit to Robbie Savage, recently made your buddy Mike Messier's acting reel. The Vault movie, just Vault, is coming out. It's going to be filmed next year. But superstar Billy Graham, guess who? Former World Wrestling Federation champion. I'm not sure if he was Worldwide Wrestling Federation champion or just World Wrestling Federation. Tangled Ropes, okay? And I think this is another one of those, I flipped through it when it came out but didn't ever buy it type of deals. But why I mentioned DiNucci was he claimed, look at that picture, okay? New York City, superstar Billy Graham. DiNucci called that I would get this book. He predicted it, somehow. He did. Last night I was hanging out with DiNucci. I told him about the gift for myself, and he predicted this book, that I would get it. Here it is. Good job. So that's a little ESP. Okay, so what am I gonna? I'm gonna rate the book thing an A-. I'm gonna be real generous. I mean, it's tempting to give it a B+, just because getting the coffee stains on the Bischoff book. You know, like I said, maybe it's Bischoff's. I don't know. Insert joke here. It was the spilled coffee from when Bischoff was in TNA or whatever the fuck. So what's next? And credit to hashtag whatever the fuck from our buddy. What's his name? Jim Cornette. I can't say what's his name. He's legend, Jim Cornette. Okay, now we'll get to some fun stuff. I got my, well, this is like the bonus $20 fun bag of fun. We'll leave that to the end, okay? The $20 bag of fun. That was like a special bonus buy at the end. Now, I got a bunch of discounts on all this stuff. First of all, I bought the bargain, throw me your crazy shit stuff. Okay, and here's the thing with those shirts. I ordered basically 20 t-shirts, okay? I ordered 20 wrestling t-shirts. I did this over the summer, and I got a bunch of TNA shirts. Now, what's TNA? TNA is a wrestling group that's no longer in business. And I said this time, please don't send me as many TNA shirts, because you gave me, of the 20 shirts I got, which I'm wearing one now, this is an Eric Young shirt, just crazy enough. I said, please no more shirts with TNA. But so what do they send me? A TNA shirt to begin. But it's okay, because it's not one I have. It's the Wolves. It's actually a very good shirt. I will wear this shirt. It's a silhouette of a wolf. It's almost reminiscent of my tattoo, which I'll show you. If you don't want to see it, please blink. But this tattoo is the infamous, or the famous, if you can see it, tattoo of me. Of a bird and a thing. But anyway, this shirt is a good first shirt. So we're going to say this shirt is good. We like that shirt. I like that shirt. Next shirt looks pretty good. God. And all these shirts, they come all like nicely put together. And I guess some of these are duplicates, to be honest with you. But that's okay. This one looks very interesting. It's red and black themed. And I don't know quite what the fuck it is. But it's a red and black theme, and I'm trying to figure out... It's like a scary face. Ooh. Can you see that, folks? It's a very scary image. And I don't know who the hell that's supposed to be. If that's a luchador shirt, I don't think that's the TNA shirt. I guess I'm just not as smart in wrestling as I thought I was. This is probably a Chikara shirt. It's got the name of the wrestler. I did say Japan and Indies were fine or encouraged. Be honest with you, I don't know what the fuck this is. And it's cool because it'll encourage me to look into this guy, this wrestler, if maybe it's a female wrestler. I do like this shirt, but I'm not going to spend time Googling who it is. Now, this shirt, I've actually done a video with this shirt. we'll cross-reference that. This is a shirt from a tag team, WWE. This is the third time I've had this shirt in my life. It's the Crime Time players, Shad JTG and Shad Espar, whatever the fuck. And this shirt, the video is me wearing this shirt. This is the third time I've owned this shirt. Me wearing this shirt, going through a Taco Bell drive-thru, and the young African-American guy working at the Taco Bell was offended by my shirt. So that's a great shirt for me on a personal level. Not a great shirt in general, but for me it's hilarious. I've had a lot of history of that shirt. I have that shirt, another copy of that shirt in the other room. This is the problem when you order too many times stuff. Now the other thing with these shirts is a lot of times, they send you shirts that are usually black. And so in the summertime when it's hot, that's when I ordered the last round of shirts, and I should have said, hey, can you not send me all black shirts? Well, I said, please no Impact shirts or less Impact shirts. So what do? They send me an Impact Wrestling fucking white shirt. So I don't know if that's their version of a fucking, rib from the company, or even they even read my emails, but I thought they did. Because I said, please no Impact fucking shirts, and guess what they sent? Another goddamn Impact. So High Spots is having their hoodwink. They're ribbing me. I guess the reality is with fucking, I mean, these are nice shirts, but still, I guess like that, they mean it when they say no request. You're better off not even saying anything and just praying to the wrestling t-shirt gods you get something that you want, because they seem to, man, this kind of, to be honest with you, a lot of these shirts, I don't know, it's not as good as the last time. I don't want to be negative, but I'm just being honest. What do we got next? Some other goddamn thing. I don't know what another Impact shirt of a Lashley. Okay, Bobby Lashley Destroyer. It's a well-designed shirt. I don't know about the front. I'm not really feeling it. Okay, this shirt I think I ordered I got this in my last time I ordered this, and it's a WrestleMania 25 shirt, I believe. I have another one of these, so I have this one already. It's nice, but I already have it, and it's not their fault. They don't keep track of these things. Guess what? They sent me duplicates of the shirt I didn't want. So I'll be going to the gym a lot this winter, apparently, because I have all these shirts that you only wear at the gym. Another TNA Impact shirt. So for a guy who said please no TNA shirts, they sent me a lot of TNA shirts. Thanks, guys, or whoever. I don't know. Happy birthday. Now, this one is actually a really nice shirt. It's like a really nice shirt if you wanted Impact Wrestling shirts, which I didn't. But once again, it's a random book thing, so you're not really supposed to be able to order. You don't pick your shirts, but if you just say, hey, last time I ordered it, you sent me a bunch of fucking Impact Wrestling shirts. This time, maybe not so much. But, they do what they do. So, I mean, the rib's gone a little too far. I feel like Ray Rojo with a roll of coins right about now. Now we got something that's not too bad. Boom, something or other. It looks like a table or some kind. It's another Impact guy. Another Impact Wrestling. I might have to dig up the email just to say, for the record, as I was corresponding with these people, I did say if we could limit it to the fucking, Impact shirts a little bit. I don't know if I can find this fucking, thing, but it's just like, hello, I'm about to, this was 4 days ago. Hello, I'm about to place this order, but I'm just checking if I'm getting all of the 25 or 35% savings, blah, blah, blah. For the t-shirts, I did this deal before and was very happy with it, although I had an abundance of TNA and WrestleCon shirts that time, so I'm hoping this time I can get some different indie stuff if possible, or Japan or WWE, whatever. So, I think that was clear. Maybe I should say, for the love of Christ, don't give me any goddamn TNA shirts, but, Anyway, and they sent me another shirt of the Wolves. Now, look, one of these guys, Eddie Edwards, I've known. It's a tag team. But it's like you've given me two replicants here already. So it's a little, laziness, perhaps. And guess what? I'm kind of pissed because I don't know if this is the same shirt as earlier, but it more or less is. So it's like, I think in this batch of 20 shirts, you've given me 6 shirts that are duplicates. So it's 3 sets of 2 each. So I gotta say, it's disappointing, no offense, but I'm going to give this a C-. I'm not really happy with that collection of shirts. There's too many TNA shirts, and I specifically said, can we, I don't know how else I could have said it politely. I guess I could have been a dick, but I just said, for the t-shirts, I did this deal before, and here's the goddamn email, you know what I mean? I did this deal before, blah, 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 so I'm hoping this time I can get some different indie stuff, if possible. And they didn't really come through. They kind of fucked me in the asshole. So thanks, guys, or whoever the fuck. Now, see if we can turn this beat around a little bit, be a little happier. But I don't know if it's possible. I mean, I got a coffee-stained Gordon Soley shirt, and I got 6 shirts that are duplicates. So High Spots, I know they tried, and I know that it's a bargain, but it's like, you can put a little time into not duplicating me 3 times. I mean, that's just not asking too much. And the fucking Warrior, I mean, look, I know it's a lot of stuff in the bag, but it's like, you could have just, I don't know how you would have done it. Maybe put the Warrior comic at the bottom of the box instead of like in the middle of stuff, where, through transitions it get bent and everything, but you could have done a little bit better. You could have done a lot better. So I'm a little pissed, but we're going to move on. And here's the thing, I mean, I've had a rough year, and I'm just hoping that this would cheer me up, and it's not, okay? Now we're going to see what we got in this. This is the $20 end of the sale thing. So 3 shirts are supposed to come for this. I had to pay the extra $2 for the 2XL, and hopefully they didn't give me another fucking Impact logo shirt. So we're supposed to see what we got. It looks like a DVD wrestling revolver. We can look at the lineup. A scrap. I mean, just guys I've never, I mean, who is this? Someone would know who these guys are. So this is the big wrestling DVD. It's people that, it's probably from like 2004 in Pennsylvania somewhere. 2017, Wrestling Revolver. Mike Elgin, he's great. Moose is really good from TNA. Deadman Xavier, David Starr. Ricochet, I heard of him. The Twins. So it's okay, I'll watch this eventually, like the day after I die. And what else do we have? Some type of, I guess this is a woman. A female wrestler. Some type of accompaniment. And let's see what we got for the shirts. I'm really hoping, guys, or High Spots, that you've kind of rebounded and given me 3 decent shirts at least. Because, I mean, those 20 shirts were pretty weak, to be honest with you. See what we got. All right, this one might get good. So we have a shirt. It's the first thing I see is sorry. I wonder if they're ribbing me, for Christ's sake. I wonder if this whole thing is a rib, that they're fucking with me, because they know I didn't want the TNA shirts, and they just gave me a ton of fucking TNA shirts. Now will we see what we got? Oh my God, I don't. No, it's kind of funny, because it's sorry, not sorry. It's a picture of a super kick. I think this is James Storm. Okay, so James Storm, I don't know if he's retired again, or if he's unretired. I mean, he always comes and goes. It's okay. But I guess my disposition's a little sour right now, based on all those fucking TNA shirts. I don't know. This might be, this is not, okay, so now we have a little redemption. This is getting redemptive. There's so many fucking TNA shirts. Whoever the hell, I mean, this is a really good graphic. A lot of TNA shirts I've noticed, because I have so many of them now, have like a black and white type of thing. Like, I guess they just save on costs with black and white printing. But, once again, I have like, yeah, okay, that's the Wolves, or they used to be called the American Wolves. But it's another Wolves shirt, which I probably have 6 now. And I've met Eddie Edwards, he's a nice guy, but it's like, I'm not their #1 fan. I like them, but I'm not going to sing a song about them. But I'm going to wear their shirt, apparently, all year. What's this? Another fucking TNA shirt. No TNA shirts, please. Motherfucks. What's this? Paternal Advisory EC3. Another gym shirt. I'll be going to the gym all year, and I won't be going anywhere else because that's all I can wear these shirts at, apparently. Trouble just walked in. I'm kind of a little flummoxed right now. And what does flummoxed means? It means I feel like, I could just find a bunch of 2XL guys and give them a bunch of shirts because I don't really want to wear all these Impact Wrestling. I mean, I ordered the shirts, but it was a random shirts from around the world, and I specifically said, last time you guys sent me a bunch of TNA shirts, it's a little too much. Can we just pair it out? And they obviously didn't. Next one we have... Okay, so that might make the whole damn thing worth it. It's a very nice... I gotta put that somewhere nice. I don't want that to get bent like the Warrior comic. That's an Alundra Blaze. Did she sign it Alundra or Medusa? I think she signed it Alundra. So that's okay. I mean, I'm going to put her here nicely on the bureau so she doesn't get bent like the Warrior comic that came bent. So that's nice. I was more of a Medusa Michelli fan. For me, anytime a wrestler goes to WWE and they have to change their gimmick, and they always have to put over the gimmick that they changed it to. But Medusa's a cooler name. It's more appropriate for her. Medusa Michelli even than Alundra Blaze. I never liked the Alundra Blaze name. I do like the picture. I do like her. However, now I got an action figure. This might be the last goddamn part of this thing. Now this... So you might be wondering, Mike... And first of all, I can see from the box, it's a Ring of Honor thing. I have my issues against Ring of Honor. Everybody knows it. Why? It's not Cody. It's not anyone who competes there, the Young Bucks or whoever the fuck. It's the history, the legacy of who started Ring of Honor is tainted. And I know that individual is a big part of wrestling, and there was no court crime or anything. But if you look into it, you might be repelled. You might not. That being said, we've come to our final goddamn thing. All this stuff, the 23 t-shirts, about 19 of which were TNA shirts, which I said, please, no more. But they took great pride in sending me them. The coffee-stained Bischoff fucking book. And the 19 books. The Gordon Solie book, a little banged up cover, to be honest with you. I don't even know if there's a shirt in here that I particularly want to put on right now. Maybe there is. I'll do what I can. The DVD, I'm not going to really watch it. Let's be honest. It looks like a bunch of pancakes and pile drivers. Saturday, April 1st, 2017. I'm sure it's a great show. Blah, blah, blah. But we've come to the final fucking thing. For all this stuff, I paid a whopping, including the $20 shippings, and I'm very happy to say that they got over to me quick. $104.22 for all this stuff. And to be honest with you, I feel that the Arn Anderson book, although I've had it before, and then Superstar Graham that Tommy Dinucci predicted of Woodhaven Media, but this is the action figure that came with it. I got an action figure, and it's one of the Briscoe boys, Jay Briscoe. That's a pretty sweet action figure. I'm not gonna lie, like that's a pretty badass action figure. Am I Mr. Guy who's gonna complain about stuff a lot? I mean, look, these are first world problems. You order, I'm like, okay, let me do something nice for myself for my birthday. Getting into my 30s now, and it's just like, to start the decade with a bang, let me do something nice for myself. I'll order these things. But it's like, I really would have liked shirts that I would have been happy to wear. And I'm going to complain a little bit, first world problem in this situation, and say I'm grateful that I have a body that I can put a shirt on. I mean, look, the other day, and I'm not trying to be discriminatory or mean, but I was in a restaurant, I was having a shitty day, and I saw someone with a wheelchair in the restaurant, and then their family, and they all left. It was just a Moe's, it's a local chain of Mexican places, and they left, and they had to do the whole lift in the wheelchair and the van, and I was like, wow, for these people, just going out and having a nice meal at a restaurant is like a really big deal, because they have to get the wheelchair, they have to get the ramps, they have to do all this work, and what if the person has to go to the bathroom? So I'm like, this is a lot of work just to go out and enjoy a meal with each other. And for me to have two legs and be able to walk and do stuff, I can't be pissy and moany about shirts, that I don't want specific shirts. But I will be, because that's what we do, we complain. So $104.22. Highlights of this gift package. If I wasn't such a big wrestling fan already and had a lot of these books, the books were actually pretty good. It's just that I had a lot of them already. And it's just one of those deals where if I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, maybe I could go to this place and say, hey, look, can we kind of do something with these TNA shirts? I don't know if they, for the this is the fucking email once again. For the t-shirts, I did this deal before and was very happy with it. Although I had an abundance of TNA and WrestleCon shirts that time. So I'm hoping this time I can get some different indie stuff if possible, or Japan or WWE, whatever. So what they did was they just sent me all TNA stuff. So I don't know if the lady at High Spot Support has dyslexia or somehow that wasn't clear. So then she wrote me a message, and I wrote back, okay, I will leave her name out of it. I don't want to have her get in trouble or anything. But I said, okay, I got your message, and just put in the order. This is me again. If there's any way to request, look at this, folks. If there's any way to request less TNA shirts, that would be great. Some TNA wrestlers like the Knockouts, beautiful people, Angle, etc. are fine, but the Dave Hebner ref shirts more or less is in laundry day status over here with me. Ha. I'm trying to be a nice guy. I'm trying to be a nice guy in this fucking world. And you specifically say, please no TNA shirts, or less, okay? Like, give me a couple if you have to, but to give me 3 copies of the same fucking shirt, or 3 sets of 2 shirts that are the same each. So duplicates, 3 sets of duplicates. It's a little, it's almost like, it feels like they're trying to fuck with me a little bit. And I know that they're not, and they just grab shirts. But maybe if they put a little time and effort in this thing, and I know they don't have to make it special for me, but it would be nice. I'm the guy who paid for it, and you're trying to keep customers happy. I specifically wrote, and these emails were corresponded with. They were read, okay? I just said, if there's any way to not give me TNA shirts, take your TNA shirts and throw them in a bonfire for all I care. But don't send them to me, because now I have to deal with them. So homeless people and fucking Salvation Army people are going to get some nice TNA shirts this winter season, apparently, because I don't know how much of these TNA shirts I want to wear. No offense. All right, it's MikeMessier.com. Thanks.